shouldn't have let them go.
Shut up, Rita. They were civilians, not rebels. You keep making noise, the command will land.
You see the shell casings? That wasn't a rebel ambush. Commander ordered the men drawn near to take out our
Friendly fire. They just stepped into the wrong line.
friendly fire. Commander tried to waste us and letting the scabs go. Man, you've done it now. We'll be fragged for sure.
Nobody's going down. Just keep your motion check.
We can't go home. You heard what happened to Owen?
Yes, we can. Now get static. All right, we didn't fight any rebels, so we couldn't have let them go, right?
No.
We just sang on that.
You don't care about this.
First, let me say welcome to the Resistance, Captain. I'm sure you realize that Central thinks you're a spy. But I've reviewed your debriefing tapes, and I have a hunch that I understand what makes you tick. Enough so that I've persuaded Central to give you a chance. One shot to prove your sudden change of heart. You are to spearhead an attack to take a consortium refinery offline, permanently. An informant will meet you there and provide you with a security card that will allow you entrance into the facility. Your principal objective is the thermal coupler on the 4th level. Once you have placed the pack, one of our extraction specialists will contact you with coordinates of the nearest teleport pad we can commandeer. Consult your data link if you have any further questions. Good luck. Maxis out.
Here's a security card to get you past level 3. Watch out on level 4, though. There are mechs patrolling beyond that point. Now listen, we've got to tell Central that they've got to find someone else to handle the meetings. I am jeopardizing my cover being here with you like this. I'm just a scientist, and I'm afraid that people are getting suspicious back at the lab. Hurry! The guards are coming!
Mission accomplished. Nice job, Tin Man. I'm the wizard with your ticket out of here. So, fire up your servos and get to the teleport pad on level 4. I had to rewire the transport grids for 3 whole sectors just to get this jump point, and I can't guarantee if I'll be able to hold it for long. So you best be quick. Wizard out.
I'm Colonel Ely, and this is my base. Listen, Captain, I'm going to level with you. I don't like this arrangement any more than my troops do. They may not look like much, but they run like freaking clockwork out in the field. And I won't stand for anything or anyone that compromises my team. Comprende? You'll be quartered down the hall from here. I doubt that it's anything like what you're used to, but the Resistance makes do with whatever we can lay our hands on. You'd better settle in quickly. We lost Philadelphia to the WEC last night, and the word is that the next push is going to be in our sector.
So much for the loving welcome, right, Captain? But they'll come around. They did for me. Or at least most of them did. I'm Derek Andrews, private in the Resistance, lately of the WEC's Revenue Assessment Division. For obvious reasons, most of the others call me, well, Taxman. And let me say, it's truly a pleasure meeting a soldier of your caliber here, sir. Welcome aboard.
I don't know who you are, but I know what you are. So I'm only gonna say this once. You stay clear of me. I don't want anything to do with consortium scum like you.
You're in the wrong place if you've come in for a friendly little drink. You won't find one here. I'm Cordova. They call me Yo-Yo. You can't. All you need to know about me is that I don't care if you are in the Special Forces. You bleed, just like all the rest. I should know. I've killed enough of your kind to find out.
Resistance over in Sector H-37 got hit this morning by a full battalion of WEC troopers and mechs. Word has it all the survivors from this morning's raid are being held for interrogation and experimentation. Andrews is next up for insertion reconnaissance. He knows the drill. The rest of the job falls to you, Captain. Once Andrews confirms your insertion coordinates, you are to locate and free the prisoners from H-37. After you've freed the prisoners, Corporal Reeves will contact you with your extraction coordinates. Consult your data link if you have any further questions during the mission. We're counting on you, Captain. Good luck.
Insertion coordinates verified, Captain. We'll be dropping in right in the middle of a maximum security zone. Presence of enemy troops detected. Scanners indicate active security grids internally, but there's no way for me to access them from my position. It's the best I can do for you, sir. Good luck. Andrews out.
We're jazzing now, Tin Man. I've established a link to a jump pad near the prisoners area. No despair. But the consortium sniffers are hot on my tail. I can't guarantee juice for very much longer. I got a real limited set of cross relays this time. Too little and you aren't going anywhere. Too much and you fry. Spring the prisoners fast. I'll stay on the power grid as long as I can. Wizard out.
Should I send a thank you note to the Resistance for their contribution to our work on the mine probe, do you think, Doyle? Wait, you're not Doyle. Where's Doyle? I'll have his head for allowing you in here to distract me. Get out at once! Oh, I see it now. You're part of the Resistance, aren't you? Ooh. Well, if you've come for the prisoners, take them. You see, they'll be of no use to anyone now. Take them back to your pitiful comrades as a promise of the future from Dr. Gregor Hoffman.
You're not going to shoot me. You must be with Central then. So if you're here to rescue me, let's get the hell out of here. More guards are bound to show up soon. Oh, by the way, nice idea to use the silencer suit. You really had me worried.
Heard you botched the job, Captain. What happened? You get sloppy? Or did that mission go exactly like you planned, huh?
Hello, Captain. I'm sorry about your last mission. I'm sure you did everything you could. Don't worry about Reeves and Cordova. They may give you a hard time, but you can trust them.
Glad to see that you're still in one piece, Tin Man. My name's Troy Reeves, but most folks around here just call me Wizard, because I spend all my time outrunning your consortium gadget jockeys. I'm what they call an extraction specialist. I'm the one who's responsible for bringing you back. In fact, you might say your life rests in my hands. Remember that.
We haven't been formally introduced, Captain. Though, given the circumstances of our first meeting, that's hardly surprising. I'm Major Joanne Vargas. I don't know how you got past the doctor and his guards back at the prison, but I hope he's on a slow shuttle to hell right now. Anyway, thanks for getting me out of there. And even if no one else believes you, I know there was nothing you could have done to save the others. To be honest, once Hoffman was done with them, there wasn't that much left to save anyway.
The Resistance lost a lot of good people in that prison. You're lucky that Major Vargas's report to Central cleared you of any complicity in the death of the other soldiers you were sent to rescue. Of course, I doubt that's going to do much to change some of the opinions around here. While Reeves was waiting to pull you out of the refinery, he went skating through their computer nets. It seems that one of the WEC's new mechs is being developed in an industrial complex not 5 sectors away from this very spot. Central would very much like to see the specs for it. Cordova will handle the insertion reconnaissance. After Reeves has the data, he'll power up the extraction teleport pad. I hope you have better luck this time. Dismissed, Captain.
Good news and bad news, Trooper. The good news is that insertion coordinates are confirmed. The bad news is that there's more security on site than I've ever seen in any industrial complex. Almost smells like a setup. Anyway, it's up to you now. Let's see if you can pull this one off. Cordova out.
What's going on, Tin Man? Where's the file? I don't know what happened, but without those files, we're history. Just like your ride home. No data, no extraction. Tin Man, Wizard out. What took you so long, Tin Man? I was beginning to get tired of waiting on you. I'm receiving the file now. Wait. I'm losing signal strength. All right, we must have a flux in the power grid. All right, I'm switching filters to patch in an amplifier. And that's it. File transfer complete. You might have a future in this business after all, Tin Man. I don't know what all that was about, but I think you better take that as your cue to get out of there like yesterday. Could mean the consortium sniffers have locked onto your position. So hot-foot it to the jump pad. On level 1. If you don't get there fast, you are a pedestrian. Wizard out.
The vigilance program is a very risky proposition, Mr. Chairman. Even for something as admirable as helping to rid us of this resistance nuisance.
Politics is a risky business, Senator Snell. You shouldn't have gotten involved if you weren't willing to take chances. Besides, everything is already in place.
Once the public has been shown the significant breakthroughs that the vigilance program can provide, Mr. Chairman, I'm certain that no one will object to keeping the
status quo, Doctor? Exactly. And once the resistance has been crushed, who would even think of not voting for the visionary leaders that brought about world peace? You just make sure that the rest of the senators approve the funding, and I'll see that vigilance's first use target your concerns. Providing, of course, that Dr. Hoffman's experiments prove more successful than some of his others.
Hey, what's a nice consortium soldier like you doing in a place like this? I don't know whether to salute you or shoot you. I grew up in the resistance. I watched better men and women than you die for a better cause than the one you blindly follow. Or is that followed? Hard to tell, isn't it? I'll find out soon enough, trust me. And just remember, to me, only good trooper is a dead trooper. You slip up just once, and I'll see you're a good trooper. Now get out of my sight and let me drink in peace.
Hello, Captain. You know, Captain, when I really was a taxman, I spent most of my life listening to intolerant people telling me the consortium represented the greater good. Now here I am, stuck in the same unit with Shannon Brooks. Resistance Sergeant Extraordinaire. She's the one who gave me this rabbit foot my first day of firing practice. Said I could use all the help I could get. She's almost as bad as anyone back at the Revenue Assessment Division. I've fought alongside her for a year now, and she still won't treat me like anything but a consortium slug. I could almost blame her too. But I heard she lost most of her family when the consortium flattened Petra for declaring independence from the WEC.
Welcome back, Captain. I heard you ran into a bit of trouble on your last mission. Don't worry. Happens to the best of us. Oh, by the way, looks like I'll be sticking around for a while. In their usual cryptic fashion, Central has assigned me to this unit for unspecified duty of unspecified duration. Sounds like administrative work to me. Oh well, beats the consortium's hospitality. A lot more opportunity for advancement than what the good Dr. Hoffman had planned for me as well.
Good work on that last mission, Captain. Maybe General Maxis is right about you after all. Here's the latest situation. The WEC has several resistance-sympathetic cities locked down tight, starving civilians along with the rebels. Thousands of people in Geneva alone will starve if our next food shipment doesn't get through. And the public still thinks we're shipping in weapons. Newscasters. They blindly report whatever the government tells them as if it were fact. We need to get the food past the WEC blockade. You are to sabotage one of their monitoring stations. Andrews will be acting as your insertion reconnaissance man again. Once you're inside, you are to locate and destroy the central communications array before our convoy starts to roll in. Consult your data link for help locating the receiving array. Once you've placed the blast pack, Corporal Reeves will contact you with extraction coordinates. Dismissed.
Proceeding as planned, Captain. When the screen goes down, security will be alerted to your presence, so you only have a few minutes to load the explosives. So I hope you can run faster than me. Okay. Down to the last wire, Captain. Get set. Troopers everywhere. We've been set up. There's no way I'm going to be able to make it out of here, Captain. I'm taking the screen out now.
Things haven't been this hot since I backed into that high voltage unit back in Madrid. Get to the nearest jump pad, Tin Man. I'm doing what I can. I got multiple sniffers snapping at my heels. Wait. Oh no. Damn it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That was too close. But I just backfed their comm signals directly into their power grid, and that should hold them. Send them enough static for my relays to hold. I hope. Put your thrusters in it, Tin Man. You're jumping on a sinking ship. Get to the pad on level 4, fast. I think I'm trying to outrun the entire consortium gadget brigade. Wizard out.
Welcome back, Captain. I thought maybe we lost you on that one. I'm glad to see that we didn't. Thanks to you, the WEC monitoring station should remain inoperative for several weeks to come. Plenty of time for us to get food into the people of Geneva and other resistance cities like it worldwide. Good job. I know there wasn't anything you could have done to save Andrews, Captain, but the others, well, they may be less understanding.
Resistance can't afford any more allies like you, Silencer. I'm watching you, and I'm waiting. I can be real patient when I have to be. And I'll wait till hell freezes over to catch you selling us out. That's a promise.
General Maxis assures me that you're the one for this job, Captain. Our recent troubles have prompted General Maxis and I to keep this assignment secret. It's a solo job. Only you will know the true objective of your mission. Recently, it has come to our attention that the WEC has developed a new encryption chip called Cipher. All our attempts as of yet to decipher communiques encoded by this chip have met with failure. However, intelligence has located the scientific institute where the WEC manufactured these chips. One of our operatives will provide you with an access card to gain entry into the fabrication area. You are to locate the plans for the Cipher chip and upload them to Corporal Reeves, whom I shall be personally standing over to keep his insatiable curiosity at bay. Once we have the plans, we will set up an extraction point. As always, if you have any further questions, consult your data link. Dismissed.
Oh, it's you again. Do you know what I had to do to get this card? Here, take it. Take it. Get it away from me. Whatever you do, don't lose it. I absolutely refuse to get you another. I don't care what Maxis says. Why am I doing this? I'm just a scientist. I tell you, this is going to kill me. And they won't even have to shoot me. I'll just drop over dead of a heart attack. I'm starting to feel faint already. Go on. Go on. Get out of here before someone sees us here together.
Standing by to receive your data, Tin Man. Don't need to stand over my shoulder, you know. Signal located. I do know how to do my job. Transmission beginning. I'll bet Yo-Yo is behind this, just because I confused the coordinates during his last mission and dumped him in the waste reclamation tank. Confirming parcel data. Receipt. Done. Data received. There. You happy now? Alright. 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 Confirmed under location, Tin Man. Commencing cross-linking on my mark. Mark. Teleport pad commandeered. Send to Tin Man access to the nearest teleport pad for immediate extraction. Jeez. Wizard out.
You know, the more I think about it, Tin Man, the more I gotta wonder why all the secrecy on that last mission. Why did the Colonel come in and give me such grief? I mean, usually it's a sergeant hanging over my shoulder during a mission. But at least she lets me do my work my way. Makes you wonder who you can trust, doesn't it?
I heard about what happened at the communications center, Captain. I'm sorry. It's really hard to lose good people. There's talk that it was a setup. But nobody seems to be considering the possibility that maybe the leak isn't here at the base. What if the consortium has a mole buried deep inside Central? Where would we be then?
The WEC is stockpiling large amounts of nerve gas with which they intend to eradicate the resistance in our sector. Thousands of innocent civilians will die as well. According to Central's analysis of the data attained in the last few missions, Senator Everett Snell has the information we need to locate this stockpile. It's up to you to escort the Senator out of that nice, safe government complex he's holed up in and bring him in to sample the high-tech comforts that Central has to offer. Brooks will handle the insertion reconnaissance on this one. Once you've got the Senator subdued, Corporal Reeves will arrange for extraction. Consult your data link if you have any further questions. Dismissed.
Insertion coordinates verified. Direct entry into target complex as planned. Snell's presence on level 2 verified. And just one more thing. I'm going to be monitoring everything you do. Brooks out.
I suppose you're the one I've been hearing rumors about. Gone over to the Resistance or something like that, I believe. I don't suppose you'd care to negotiate about this. I mean, they certainly must be paying you a substantial amount to turn you against the consortium, but name a figure. I can afford it. Come on, name your price, and you can walk out of here, do whatever you want. Buy yourself a seat on the Senate. Or maybe a quiet position as a corporate CEO somewhere exotic.
He could talk an old man out of his dentures, couldn't he, Tin Man? But the wizard's here to ease your pain. Just shove the senator onto that teleport pad and he's Central's problem, not ours. Your magic carpet is ready and waiting. Wizard out.
Fine. I'll go along with you if I must. But I can promise you I'll be out within a matter of days. And you know who they'll blame for that, don't you, Silencer?
Sorry about the problems at the end of the last mission, Tin Man. The Colonel insisted I bring you straight back here. Just do as you're told, Wizard. Thank you very much. And no stops for a beer at Central or anything. I'd complain if I were you. You're entitled to a little R&R. And don't think I didn't warn him that the sniffers were hot on my trail. They grabbed your signal and tried to drop you off for a group of elite troops to play with. But there never was a sniffer who could reweave electrons faster than me. I pulled you back in before they even knew what was going on. Am I the extraction specialist or what? You can count on me, Tin Man.
And here I thought administrative work would be boring. But I tell you what, Captain, there just never seems to be a dull moment around here. While you were out on your last mission, Central sent in a security team to scan the entire base. And they never said word one about why they were here either. Whatever they were looking for, they didn't find it. I don't know about you, but I really hate being kept outside the loop.
We'll be making a preemptive strike on the WEC stockpile of nerve gas this time around, Captain. Corporal Reeves will insert you into the main storage facility with a fusion pack. All you need to do is plant it anywhere on the containment unit and everything will blow sky high. Our scientists assure us that the ensuing fireball will totally combust the toxin, rendering it harmless. However, we won't detonate the pack until all our units have evacuated the area. The WEC will assume that Snell has talked by now, so they'll be expecting us. We get one shot at this, Captain. Make it count.
We got major despair, Tin Man. They figured out my hocus pocus and have physically cut the access lines leading to almost all the jump pads. But I've managed to convince their power board that your insertion jump pad's already been taken care of. I'm juicing it now, and the Colonel has sent the fallback signal to the rest of our troops. It's the only thing I can do. Get over there now or glow. Wizard out.
I suppose I should thank you, Captain. I might even let you call me Yo-Yo. Your little soiree last night earned me back corporal status. I'll say this for you consortium folks, you sure do know how to party. That was the biggest explosion I've ever seen in my life. Why, I think I even saw Sergeant Brooks smile. But don't tell her I told you so. I might end up back as private by the end of the day, if you know what I mean.
I'm glad you made it out of there, Tin Man. I really am. I have no idea what gave those troopers the idea to cut their jump pads off from their power grid. I mean, they went up with their own nerve gas. They couldn't get out. I don't know. Maybe it was standing orders or something.
One of our informants, a research scientist working out of the WEC's Advanced Armor and Weapons Division, has been discovered. He is being held in maximum security detainment pending execution. Now, I gather that his termination has been delayed until he finishes work on his latest project. He's fed us valuable information for a number of years, and you are to expedite his immediate release. Central requested you for this assignment specifically because you've already met the gentleman in question. Once you have located Professor Wilmar and his latest invention, Corporal Reeves will contact you with extraction coordinates. If you have any further questions, consult your data link. Dismissed, Captain.
Oh, you again. What have I done to deserve this? What? Central's the one that put me in here. So what are you here for now? To watch the execution as well? Or could it be, at last, that Maxis finally believes me when I tell him that I'm not cut out to be a spy? He should leave that up to you. Be sure to get the prototype, and we can be on our way.
Stand by, Tin Man. This one's gonna take me a few seconds. It's on a classified hub, and I need to reroute my power, or I'll set off alarms from here to Houston. Oh, damn. The net just went down. Alright, hang on, while I switch over to another grid. Okay, that should do it. Send the professor through. Wizard out. That's never happened before. Abort jump, Tin Man. I repeat, abort jump. Something's wrong with the pad or my link or something, but you gotta get out of there right now. Alright, I cannot extract you at this pad. Teleport pad compromised. Do not attempt to teleport. I'm rewiring the communications grid right now. Proceed to the other jump pad on level 3. Wizard out.
I trust the rebels didn't injure you too severely, Senator.
What could I do, Mr. Chairman? How could anyone, one man no less, have walked through consortium security like that?
We all have our lack of foresight, Senator, and you have been under a great deal of strain recently. Unfortunately, the destruction of the stockpile will mean a delay in the Resistance's demise. No doubt the World Congress will be looking for someone to pin the blame on.
I understand, Chairman. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, just a minute. Senator, it's 6 o'clock, and I never miss the worldview headlines. We must keep abreast of the news, you know?
In an attack apparently aimed at derailing the efforts of the John F. Enders orbital facility, Resistance forces seized control of the Far Park Data Processing Center, which coordinates the data feed from the new laboratory. However, Consortium forces acted quickly and the facility was retaken after a brief but bloody skirmish in which all the rebels were killed. The only confirmed casualty was Senator Everett Snell, who was there on a fact-finding tour.
What are they talking about? I don't understand. I don't know where they got their information, but I have never even heard of this Far Park Center, and I am certainly not... Wait. You told me you would recommend early retirement.
Oh, but I already have, Senator. Yes, we all have our lack of foresight. Mine was in thinking that you were competent. Fortunately, once our true weapon comes online, I can deal with the Resistance once and for all, and move on to bigger and better issues. But for now, you're retired, Senator.
Another convenient accident? What'd you do, reset the signal filter after Wizard started the beam? Next mission I draw with you, I'm gonna make damn sure you teleport out first.
I can't figure out what happened, Tin Man. I slid through their access gates, rerouted to the classified hub. Signal came in 5 by 5, then suddenly, it just wasn't there. Diagnostics showed his pattern in the buffer clean. Colonel wants another grid-out diagnostic. I'm telling you, it didn't happen on my end.
Professor Wilmar's death was tragic. A poor way to serve someone who was such an asset to our cause. Reeves swears that consortium teleport operatives pulled the signal from him, but it could have been a well-planned accident. The Colonel has ordered complete diagnostics run on all the equipment. I'm sure you'll agree we don't need any more problems like this in the future.
According to one of our operatives, Chairman Dragon has arranged a private meeting with a group of his key senators tonight. Central believes that they intend to discuss the new WEC superweapon that Snell told us about. You are to infiltrate the complex where this meeting is to take place and listen in on their meeting. Remember, Captain, this is strictly an espionage mission. If any alarms are raised, we may be forced to abort the mission. Reeves will arrange your extraction after their meeting. As always, if you have any further questions, consult your data link. Good luck, Captain.
Good evening, Senators. Things are progressing much faster than I anticipated with the offensive capabilities of the Vigilance platform. In fact, it should be fully operational within days. But before that happens, I need a list of all the cities within your districts that are openly aligned with the Resistance. In light of Petra's fate during our initial field test, I'm sure that they will capitulate quickly. As I promised, in return for your support on this venture, each of you will also have the opportunity to designate a political target for the satellites. And as the world breathlessly awaits the fate of the cities on your list, your rivals shall discreetly be eliminated the moment they leave their homes. Not only will the Vigilance platform ensure the continued cooperation of our constituents, it will also secure our rightful position within the new order. The world will remember you all as visionaries leading the way to peace and stability. I salute you, the backbone of the consortium. Dragon out.
Time to go, Tin Man. Teleport link still established to insertion pad. In fact, it's almost too quiet. Not a sniffer on the grid anywhere. I think you better jump while you can. Wizard out.
I'm glad you made it back, Captain. While you were on your last mission, since we're so short-handed, the Colonel decided that he would fill in so Cordova could get some rest. Sergeant Brooks made it back, but we never got an extraction transmission from the Colonel. Reeves is maintaining a constant monitor for Ely's biosignal, but we have to assume that the Colonel is missing in action. I contacted Central, and they put me in command until a full investigation has been conducted. We will soon find out what happened.
Why are you here? To gloat? There wasn't anything I could have done to save the Colonel. 1 second everything is clear, next second I'm eating dirt. Shots were whistling by so fast I couldn't even raise my head. Damn it, they had to have been waiting for us. Those bastards couldn't have sent out a better welcoming committee if we'd sent them engraved invitations.
Central has another mission for us, Captain. An informer has confirmed the location of a new weapon Chairman Dragon plans to use in his zero-tolerance program. No identification of the weapon, just its location, unfortunately. Cordova will do insertion reconnaissance for you, and Reeves will teleport you in. Once inside, you are to locate any information you can concerning this unknown weapon. Central has also authorized destruction of any prototypes.
Quick load.
Central has another mission for us, Captain. An informer has confirmed the location of a new weapon Chairman Dragon plans to use in his zero-tolerance program. No identification of the weapon, just its location, unfortunately. Cordova will do insertion reconnaissance for you, and Reeves will teleport you in. Once inside, you are to locate any information you can concerning this unknown weapon. Central has also authorized destruction of any prototypes you may encounter. Once you have the data, Reeves will arrange for your extraction. If you need to know anything else, check your data link. Good luck.
So, the prodigal son returns home. Is that it? Look around you, Silencer. I've the makings of an entire consortium army, all without your fatal flaw. And this is only part of what your pathetic resistance can look forward to. But it's not too late to return to the fold, you know. I'm certain that Chairman Dragon will approve your early retirement. The consortium never forgets those who serve them. Oh, how the world will mourn the death of Dr. Gregor Hoffman.
Locked onto you, Tin Man. 5 by 5. Received your data files and gift wrapped them to Central. I have access to jump pad on level 3. It's all juiced and ready to go whenever you are. General Max's sins. Destruction of all prototypes imperative. Wizard out.
I thought I'd better brief you on the latest developments myself. While you were out in the field, I decided to do my own sweep of the base. I found a consortium comlink hidden in Sergeant Brooks' gear. When I confronted her about it, she jumped me. She teleported out before I could order the base lockdown. I was suspicious of a hate so deep, so loud. If I had acted on my hunch quicker, maybe Colonel Ely would still be here.
So the sergeant was a spy. But maybe this means that our luck will change now. We need all the good luck we can get, that's for certain. But you know, between you and me, Tin Man, I hope Central sends a replacement for Major Vargas soon. She's a good enough officer, but she seems rather preoccupied lately, you know?
The good news just keeps on coming, Captain. Central has finally broken that cipher chip you brought back, and our worst fears have been confirmed. The consortium has almost completed work on an orbital command center called the Vigilance Platform that controls a number of strategically placed weapons satellites. Central has learned that the plans for the platform and a list of target cities are being kept at the Kimball Security Facility. Cardova will lead a strike team to take out the teleport screen. An informant will give you an access card to get onto the level where the plans are being kept. If you have any further questions, check your data link. Once Reeves downloads the plans, he'll handle your extraction. Good luck, Captain.
Bad news, Captain. I think someone waxed your informant. I made contact with him to verify insertion coordinates, but the link went dead. Wizard says no time to try an alternate jump pad, so be prepared. Good luck. Yo-yo out.
We got trouble, Tin Man. I'm dancing one step ahead of a full team of sniffers. So make tracks to the jump pad on level 4. Sorry, it's the best I can do. Wizard out.
I tell you they were waiting on us, Captain. Damn the sergeant. She must have tipped off the consortium that we broke the precious cipher chip. It's the only way they could have guessed that the Kimball facility would be our next target. I nearly got killed out there because of her, and you can bet I hope I get the chance to meet up with her again. For the last time.
I haven't had that much trouble with the sniffers since we took out that consortium nerve gas stockpile, Tin Man. My boards were so hot with all the activity, I thought they were gonna melt down. Looks like the sergeant had one last gift for us after all. But it can only get better, right?
According to the data Reeves heisted out of the Kimball facility, the Vigilance Platform is not totally independent of ground control yet, but it will be soon. However, Chairman Dragon has already delivered an ultimatum to New York. Either cease all dealings with the Resistance and hand over all rebel leaders in 2 days' time, or be history. Central believes that whether New York complies or not, it will be used as an example. The way Petra was 3 years ago. Our one chance to keep the consortium from slagging another city is to drop you into the data bank that the platform is still linked to. Once you're inside, use your data link to download new coordinates for the chairman's demonstration. Reeves will arrange for your extraction. There's a lot riding on this one, Captain. Good luck.
You're a hard man to find, Tin Man. Even without a teleport screen, you wouldn't believe how distorted your signal is. But I got a new hazing filter running, which should keep the sniffers off my tail long enough to boost you out. I'm applying juice to the jump pad on level 3 now. So move it. This won't hold up for long. Wizard out.
Hey, Tin Man. You know of anyone that wants to buy some slightly used electronics? Real cheap? I'm about to turn in my hacker's card. Let me tell you, I tried to pull Yo-Yo in from this little smash and grab, and I think I got hit by every sniffer the consortium has. Fried our communication lines. After I had switched everything out on account of our spy and sergeant, too.
No rest for the wicked, Captain. I just got word from one of our operatives that Colonel Ely is still alive. He's slated for termination tomorrow, but if we act now, we might be able to get him out in time. I'd send Cardova, but I just don't think he's up to a mission this delicate right now. I wish I could send someone in with you, but we just don't have the manpower. Make this one count, Captain. I don't want to lose another good soldier. What's the status on our traitor, Lieutenant? I trust you realize that the chairman has a personal interest in the fate of this rogue silencer. Why, Captain, what a surprise. I seem to have underestimated you yet again. Or more appropriately, I seem to have overestimated my soldiers. But no matter. I know when to cut my losses and run. Of course, this necessitates covering my tracks here, which should also be useful in convincing Central that you really were the spy after all. I trust you said your goodbyes before you departed, because there won't be anything left when the blast pack goes off. It really is too bad that you chose to side with the Resistance, Captain. The consortium is a far more lucrative investment. So long, Captain. It was fun while it lasted.
Cap! You gotta get me out of here. Major Vargas is a spy. She'll destroy the entire unit if we don't stop her. I gotta get back to my people. If she makes it back to Central, the Resistance won't stand a chance. Come on, let's go! One nice thing about being in this particular cell, I figured out their code. Let's go. I got a score to settle with Vargas.
Central has confirmed that the Vigilance platform is now totally independent of ground control and fully operational. Chairman Dragon has informed all cities with allegiance to the Resistance that they have 24 hours in which to comply with Consortium strictures or face total annihilation. If we do not act now, the Resistance is doomed. All attempts to contact your unit directly have failed. I am assuming that this is further work of the saboteur. Therefore, I am contacting you directly. Our only chance to stop the Consortium's plans is to attack the platform directly. You are to teleport to the Hawking Space Center. The final supply shuttle is scheduled to depart in less than 2 hours. Once you have secured the shuttle, we will transport a squad of soldiers to your location. You will act as their leader during the assault. Maxis out.
I knew the spy had to be boosting out a signal using Wizard's gear, so I staked out a station. caught Vargas trying to contact her consortium pals, and she tried to make a break for it. I came this close to liquidating her when she slammed me into that transporter beam. Next thing I know, I'm coming to in their lockup. The place is crawling with troopers. There's no way out. But I should have been here. These people were my friends. My family. See, they were all I had left after the consortium slime made Petra a paperweight.
Captain, the consortium has shut down the entire power grid in your area. We cannot complete the troop transfer, nor can we extract you. What's worse, that entire sector has also been taken offline. Your only avenue of escape is in the shuttle. There's no turning back. Central will feed the mission objectives to your data link. Take out the vigilance platform, Captain. You're the only chance we have. Maxis, out.
Patch this unit enough to get a comm link, Captain. Apparently Wizard hit Vargas with a tracker before she shot him. Checked the feedback twice. Central confirms the tracker's location. Looks like she caught a shuttle out. Right now she's on the vigilance platform. Hey, when you see her, put a bullet between her eyes for me, will ya? And, by the way, thanks. Brooks out.
I fail to understand, Major, how an officer of your caliber has consistently failed to eliminate this traitor. With all the firepower of the consortium at your disposal, it is hard to give credit to the reports that this rogue silencer is even now aboard the Vigilance platform. However, given the state of the shuttle launch pad, I must concede that it is indeed true. Finding it exceedingly hard to justify to the Appropriations Committee the money we have spent on you, Major. I fear that the President is beginning to entertain the idea that you were an unwise investment. However, if you are able to secure the platform from this threat, I shall have little trouble ensuring that no one seeks to liquidate any investments prematurely. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal clear, Chairman Draken. For the record, I'd like to state that I fully appreciate the patronage of the consortium. I'm sure that I can prove that it's still economically feasible to continue to support your investment. I shall not disappoint you a second time.
That's right, Major.
It is imperative that you make your way to the weapon control system on level 7, Captain. We have confirmed that the consortium is commencing lock-on procedures for Kiev, their first target. If you can take out the control computers, you should be able to neutralize all the satellites at once. Time is of the essence. Maxis, out. We miscalculated the consortium's timetable, Captain. Kiev did not survive the chairman's retribution. If our new calculations are correct, You have very little time to get to those controls before we lose another city. Maxis out. Excellent work, Captain. We've broken the consortium's stranglehold for the moment. In order to ensure that we bring their plans to a complete halt, you must destroy the entire platform. According to our scientists, the weakest point of the superstructure is its coolant system, located in the engineering section on level 9. With the coolant system damaged or destroyed, the lithium power core will quickly go supercritical. However, this will leave you only minutes to reach the life pods on level 12. I wish there was another way to assure the consortium's downfall, Captain, but there isn't. Good luck. Maxis out.
We just keep running into each other in the strangest places, don't we, Captain? You realize, of course, that thanks to you, my future with the Consortium and the Resistance is finished. However, I know of several out-of-the-way places where a woman with money can live like a queen. That's just exactly what I intend to do. After I get rid of you. There's just one life pod left, Silencer. And I have the access card. So let's settle this once and for all.
Congratulations, traitor. You have unraveled my plans to crush the Resistance for now. I shall be forced to spend months in interminable Senate hearings about Kiev's destruction, not to mention reinforcing the public's opinion of President Gauthier's actions in this matter. So, as a way of expressing my gratitude for your timely service, I shall allow you your small victory. But rest assured, Silencer, I shall not forget about you. The world is a small place to hide.